everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. Might not seem like a challenge run, since we're starting at the splash screen here, but I am ensuring, or assuring you that it is indeed. This one is called N for No, and I'm going to start, and the basic premise of this run, by the way, I apologize, I am woefully unprepared, and I've forgotten the name of the YouTube user who suggested it, but you know who you are. Basically, a very easy run. My name's Northernlion, or, you know, my actual name is Ryan. Both of those have an N in it, in a prominent way, and we're going to basically eschew the use of items with the letter N in them. So, same with characters as well. So, Magdalene, Cain, I guess everyone else, Samson, everyone else but those three is on the table. But I'm going to take Isaac because I think the D6 is going to be valuable. But there's a lot of very, very good items that have N that are going to be unusable for me here. Obviously, things like the nail, mom's knife, brimstone, technology. I'm not going to know a lot of them until I see them, but we should also make the point where if I accidentally take an item with an N in it, maybe I have to hurt myself or something. Anyway, we'll see. So this is Bobby Bomb, as far as I know. Is this worth taking? It's an interesting question. I kind of don't want to reroll it because we could get something with an N, and these bombs could be useful to start with. Who knows? Maybe we get fetus in a jar later as well. I don't know. I'm taking Bobby Bob on for now. We're going to see how this works. I know people are going to say homing bombs. There's an N in that. Let's not be ridiculous here. At some point, we've got to draw the line. Any item that had an N in either its name or its description would leave me with a pretty small stable of items to select from. But anyway, again, I apologize for getting your YouTube username wrong. It might seem like this run starts off a little bit boring, but I have a feeling that it's going to get down to the wire. And these challenge runs that don't require the use of cheat engine oftentimes end up being kind of elegant and hilarious in their own right. And I prefer them because there's literally zero setup time. So, you know, that's the way I did it. That's the way Dad did it. America does it. Herb Derp, Iron Man reference. Copyright MGM Studios. So, we're going to slide through here and see what we've got. The real problem is going to be when it comes to these boss items, because, you know, things like the dog food and the liver in the dog bowl and the, you know, cans of food. I don't know the exact names. I know there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, obviously lunch and dinner are going to be off the table for us here. So I might just have to re-roll those to be on the safe side. I really need to think of some adequate punishment for myself if I end up making a mistake, because just hurting myself doesn't feel good enough, but I'm not really sure what I could do to make it better. That was really close to me taking damage there. So far, though, good fight. Oh, and of course, immediately I jinx it by taking some damage. Yeah, I'm kind of unsure as to what I could do to myself. I guess I could pop open Cheat Engine and give myself a bad item, but, you know, that's not really going to hold water after a while, because there's only so many bad passive items in the game, and I can't continually give myself bad active items. It just wouldn't really make any damn sense. Though, if I get Kamikaze and then I replace it with Lemon Mishap, that's not really a punishment anymore, is it? This is Cat 09 Tails. We're obviously going to re-roll that. And it's going to be Pageant Boy, which I'm not going to take because it has an N in it. So I guess we're going to have to skip over our item on this floor. And again, you are starting to discover the crux of why this is going to be somewhat of a difficult run here. Now, that was not the secret room. I hate the new secret room algorithm on like these first few floors, man. I'm going to waste 2 bombs just looking for it, just on the off chance that we come across it. Sadly, no such luck. Well, we did end up getting a nickel there, though, so I am glad I did a little bit of backtracking. But, you know, that's going to do it for this floor. Sadly, we have no ability to get another D6 charge, so I guess we might as well just move onwards. So far, have not eschewed the initial conditions of the challenge run, which is good, but also didn't manage to pick up all that much usefulness, I guess. All that much practicality on the last floor, unfortunately. So we're going to need to find some way to get some extra damage. Not using Mom's Knife or Brimstone or Steven or the Pentagram. So many good items, especially for damage, have N in them. Bloody Lust would be okay if we could manage to get Bloody Lust. Polyphemus, Mutant Spiders off the table, as is Inner Eye. Tears Down is not really what I was looking for in that pill there. By the way, pills, of course, are going to be exempt, as are tarot cards from the N rule here. Otherwise, it would be borderline fucking impossible. We're just getting a little bit draconian there. And I think, you know, as is, this run is balanced. If it's not balanced, it's probably balanced in the game's favor. So I'm not sweating, you know, people being mad about this not being a balanced run so far. There's a lot of really, really great items that have N in them. I guess maybe I might want to hope. I can't really, you know, tailor my run. We really need some tears ups, by the way. I can't really tailor my run, but I can hope for maybe a high defensive run, because the wafer is not, it doesn't have an N in it, obviously. Neither does the miter, neither does the relic. So we could maybe create some spirit hearts that way, allowing us to survive a little bit longer. This is going to be a long-ass fight against Envy here. I'm also thinking, you know, Nun's Habit It's actually just called The Habit, as I know because I've used it in like 10 cheat engine runs. That might be okay. Unless it does say Nun's Habit when it pops up and it's just like a cheat engine idiosyncrasy. I don't know, man. We'll see. In any case, world's longest fight against Envy continues here. We're obviously going to be hoping for some damage upgrades in the very near future so that this doesn't continue to happen over and over and over. But as is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get out of this without taking any damage, which I really should not have said, because now, of course, I've just doomed myself to inevitably taking some damage at some point. But first things first, get these guys popped off, and hopefully we'll earn an attack fly here. Although, what is it? Forever Alone is usually the name of the attack fly. Oh my god, this is a boring mini-boss fight here. Forever Alone obviously does have an A in it. We're not going to get one anyway, though, but even if we did, I guess we could just D6 it, and that's a sweet verb now. I'm going to use that whenever I want to, like, get somebody erased from my life. Hey, here's $10,000, go D6 that guy. Probably doesn't work as smoothly as I think it does in my head, but in any case, at some point now, we're going to need to focus on getting a key so we can go to that item room. There's a pretty high chance that the item room will prove fruitless for us regardless, because we are obviously, you know, unable to pick up probably a third of the items in the game. That being said, we are getting kind of down to the wire with respect to the time remaining on this floor. You know, it's not like we were missing anything substantially on that last floor regardless, so I don't feel too bad about that. Let's see what this pill is. Lockdown. Alright, so far so good with respect to getting absolute dog shit items. Maybe we will earn a deal with the devil here, though, but what do we have? Like, the Mark, Spirit of the Night is off the table, Lord of the Pit is on the table, Guppy's Paw on the table, but I'm really, again, just looking for damage, so, I don't know, we're in a rough spot. Mark, Pact, would be okay. What else? Guppy's Tail is okay, Guppy's Head is okay, Pentagram is absolutely not okay. I don't know, we'll see. So far, I can't complain too much. We're still doing totally fine. The tears down is like the big negative that we've gotten so far. It's really slowed down the rate at which we are killing these enemies. It gives me the illusion, I'm just gonna actually use a bomb here. Gives me the illusion of doing more damage with each shot, but sadly that is all it is an illusion. So that's, I don't know what that is. It's an HP upgrade, but I don't know the name. Brimstone, Guppy's Head. That's the Mark and Common Cold. I hate to do this because I think it's gonna greatly increase the chances of my death. We're gonna take the Mark. It's given us a Spirit Heart. That damage upgrade, I would love to take this HP upgrade, but I'm pretty sure that's lunch. But it might be breakfast because it's milk. It is breakfast, oh my god. World's smartest man? Probably not, but in the meantime, we have some bombs, we can go to secret rooms. We definitely want to get a key, so what we are gonna do is come in here and play the shit out of this guy. Both of these guys, actually, because we want to earn a key. If we earn more hearts, that's totally fine with me as well. We've had terrible luck so far, but this pill gives us bombs or key, which actually gives us keys. Okay, now we've lost bombs, which is shitty, but, you know, the additional keys that we've gotten. I've already... Did I give this guy a send? Like, I've got a... Oh, man, that was my bad. I thought the way that situation went down was that he was waiting for me to pick one of the things. I can't kill the flies, apparently. We might as well shoot all this stuff. Let's go check out our item room now. Obviously, I can't re-roll it, but it's still worth a key regardless to check. PhD. We'll take it. I was just making sure it wasn't called, like, 1 PhD or something like that, which would have been real silly. Has this really improved our chances all that much on this floor? No, but thankfully getting that HP upgrade means we aren't destined to die. Hopefully, at least anytime soon. We can go to the, shop now, too. Obviously, this is my way of not only getting more money, but additionally having a chance at getting that HP upgrade, which is probably substantially more valuable now. We will go to our shop, but before we do so, I think it's a smart idea to go pick up a little bit of the extra health that is here. Who knows what we could get from the shop? I might just be in the market to buy a Spirit Heart if they have one for sale. And they do, because I can't afford to get the map, and I don't have any keys necessary. You know what? We're gonna take a big risk here. So we're gonna buy the Spirit Heart to probably increase our chances of survival long term. But we're also gonna pick up the pill. Its bombs are key. I'm not super psyched about it, but at the same time, we're still alive, and we do have some versatility as we move down to the next floor. Was it worth the 5 cents necessary to buy the bombs are key pill? No, but you know, my whole reasoning was that it was a different color, so it looked like it might be something else. Now, there's a penny over there. That's not worth using bombs or key for. That might be, but we're gonna see if we get a bomb first. Don't want to use the card rashly when we might actually find a better use for it in the near future. In the meantime, we're just gonna try to take out these guys sustainably, which means not getting hit in my lingo. We are going to get D6 charges, and we do have a key, which is necessary to go to this item room, so we might as well go right away. We're going to have a D6 charge, so there's not too much point in just waiting around and playing the wait-and-see game, I would see, especially with a second key here. Anarchist Cookbook is a reroll for a number of reasons. Teleport, Doctor's Remote. We could take it. I don't think it's worth taking. I think instead we should probably just kind of fly around here for a little bit and try to get our D6 charged up again. In the meantime, though, so far so good on this floor. The mark is allowing us to do a little bit of extra damage. Still, obviously, in a very bad position when it comes to HP. But we could be able to swing maybe a Guppy's Paw or something later to help us out. Although it doesn't really help us out all that much. Maybe a deal with the Angel and then a Miter or the Relic. Again, sweet catch there. The more money we get, the merrier, because it will allow us to... and actually getting those extra bombs is awesome as well. This will allow us to... eventually go to a shop and possibly pick up something that would enhance our spacebar item, or maybe pick up just a better spacebar item in general. Sadly, I was just thinking like blue candle. Blue candle's obviously off the table. We are gonna fight our boss right away. If I was trying to be like ideal, if I was min-maxing, if you will, although I always misuse that word, I probably wouldn't fight the boss right away. Instead, I'd try to get a D6 charge from like the remaining rooms on the floor, and then maybe the D6 would be better used on this or a deal with the devil than on the item room. But again, I'm playing somewhat casual level Isaac here, so I don't think it's the end of the world if I kind of go to this room earlier. It's probably affecting things by like 4%. In the meantime, though, this is going to be a long boss fight against Chubb, as much as I would love to use bombs. I can't really justify it, because this guy should not really be all that hard to kill. It's just going to take a while. He's slow, so he's easier to hit than usual. And these nubs, I might actually want to keep on the level, especially if they are... No, they're not green nubs, so I have no excuse to keep them on the level, actually. We should take care of these as they spawn, whenever we get the good opportunity to do so, at least. Mostly because I was thinking that they would be green bombs that would shoot green nubs, or green nubs that would shoot green bombs, and of course that would allow me to kind of hit Chubb more often, or, you know, have Chubb hit himself more often, which is a-okay in my books. I would really like to actually kill one of them there. That was very close to me taking some damage. This fight's very nearly over. Probably only another 15 to 20 seconds left, but we'll just keep things going here. I hate that he also adjusts his trajectory as I appear in his sights. But another 5 or 6 hits, he's dead. Lots of HP here, which is fantastic if we find an arcade or something on this floor. In the meantime, let's just abuse our range advantage. Good fighting. Let's see if we get something valuable here. Please don't be... Mom's Lipstick is a range upgrade. I will take it, mostly because I know for a fact... or I can strongly consider the fact that we're very unlikely to get a third D6 charge up on this map. So I think it's in our best interest to just kind of take what we need right now. The range upgrade's not fantastic, but it is something that will be beneficial for us moving forwards. We are going super slow. Oh man, it's a dime! That's top of the line, etc., etc. But mostly I'm psyched about that because it means we can go to the shop. It might be a fight against greed, but that would give us more money regardless. Now I'm not so psyched because I just see that there is a red heart, a notched axe, and a key in here. But I'll buy the key regardless. You never know when we might need more of those. We are still trying to get this D6 charged up. We could leave this floor, but I obviously want to make sure I'm doing my damnedest to abuse all of my advantages, which would require me to get at least something from this item room, even if it's not something fantastic. We got another key. You might be saying, Northernlion, you shouldn't have bought that key, you just picked up one. Well, yeah, you can never have too many keys. I mean, actually, there are some situations where you can have more keys than you would need. Those are pretty rare, though. So let's just keep staying strong here. It's been actually pretty solid on the past few floors. I haven't taken that much silly damage, and I haven't put myself in a very compromised position in a while, which is good. That could change pretty drastically. A lot of my runs recently have ended very quickly with just like one mistake being stacked on itself. More keys, again, always awesome. This room seems like I'm destined to take damage, and of course I didn't even finish my sentence before I had actually taken the damage there. But we do have a D6 charge. Again, I knew I wouldn't get another D6 charge, so that's why I haven't immediately gone to the item room. Unless, you know, we were fighting Super Greed in a secret room or something, which is unlikely, and we're not even going to look for the secret room because we need this bomb for the potentiality of Tinted Rocks later. In any case, I'm glad we did more backtracking or sidetracking, if you will, because we picked up more keys. Let us now go to the item room. We've got one last reroll. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, something like that anyway. Let's check out secret room potential here now that we have 2 bombs. That's not it. Don't feel too bad about that, though. And our item room, now if we reroll again, telepathy for dummies. No N, but sadly a very bad item nonetheless, so we're going to leave down on to the next floor. This is harder than I thought it would be. We're still very much in a position where we have no chance of beating the end game. You know, not even talking about Mom or Mom's Heart. Those are always up in the air, because those are a little bit more dependent, I think, on skill and kind of the circumstances that lead up to the boss fights. Don't trap me in here. You know, if you have a very positive lead up to the Mom boss fight, maybe you take a lot of damage on it, but you survive regardless. If you have a very negative lead up, maybe things go more terribly for you. We're definitely going to pop this open. 2 bombs and a key for a single key. That is an awesome trade in my book. I would love to get that nickel, but I'm not sure quite how we're going to do it. Maybe like this. Wow, that actually worked fantastic. I actually went around to receive it, or like to catch the pass, if you will, because I was worried that it was going to bounce back into the spikes. But, you know, 1 bomb for 5 cents is a literally financially fair trade, because that is exactly what it costs in the shop. That was a trade that's good for everybody involved. So, we could tackle things one of 2 ways here. I definitely want that spider to die before anything else happens. We should have the range necessary to at least hit him, even if it does take us a little longer than I would have expected here. Safety cap is not, it does not contain an N. Beyond that, we definitely want to pick it up. I think that is going to cause us to get more pill drops. Well, so far so good. I guess I'm just going to use both of my bombs to check these out. Well, actually, I don't need to get the other one, because the other one is bombs are key. This one is PhD, or we have PhD, so we can see that it's a speed upgrade, so I just took it right away. 1 bomb for a speed upgrade is a fair trade in my eyes. 1 bomb for 4 cents. Now we're getting a little crazy. Actually, that is it's still a totally okay trade if we need the money more than we need the bombs. But right now, we definitely need the bombs more than we need the money, so it's not necessarily in my best interest to go for that. Now remember, these flies will stay even if I leave and come back, so just kind of... Oh, no, I knew I was going to get hit there, but... Here we go. We gotta figure out some way to get out of this without taking damage. And I think it revolves around killing this neutral fly here. And then Zelda-ing at the right time. Now, taking the Tears upgrade, picking up this bomb again, then getting the bombs are key, and leaving. Okay, so was that worth it in the long run? Probably. The Tears upgrade there is actually a huge upgrade. Thank God. That's another bombs are key pill. I was really hoping it would be Tinted Rocks. Or, sorry, Spirit Hearts. But, regardless, I appreciate that it is something that will benefit me, especially with that extra key there. Oh! My keyboard froze up. And by my keyboard, I mean my hands. My keyboard, actually, for once, was not the culprit there. More keys? Sure, this is fine. I realize there's a creative use of bombs are key that I could do there. Don't get hit on your way through here. This would be real silly. Odd Mushroom. Odd Mushroom is a health upgrade and a damage upgrade. It does not contain an N. People were suggesting, or the user who suggested this said, you know, Odd Mushroom skinny? That doesn't count as something with an N in it either, because it's not in, like, the canonical name of the item, if that makes sense. I really need to backtrack and see if there's some health somewhere that I haven't picked up, because otherwise we could find ourselves getting fucked real quickly, and not in a good way. I just wanted to not anger those dudes there. It'd be a shame to die at this point, considering we have okay damage. Okay DPS, even. You know what? I think it's smart to go through the trials and tribulations of fighting these guys. Apparently my damage has not gone up all that much, because I still took some, or not took some damage, still had to take 4 hits. Ooh, that was close. My whole body froze up there. I was really hoping there would be a half heart there. I've already been down through these rooms, so I guess I should continue exploring just to see, but I think this is a curse room, isn't it? With the spikes? Yeah, okay. So literally no hearts have dropped this entire floor. So if I die, I have myself to blame, but I also blame the game a little bit. And we're kind of coming up to the wire here. I guess I could shoot this poop and try to get some help that way. That's a bombs or key pill, as we know. That money's not going to do anything for me. Not a fan of this at all. Just don't get hit by the flies. That's an undignified death. Now, we know down here is the way to the boss room. Do we want to fight the boss, or do we want to actually... You know, I'm going to fight this guy first. Stay away. Gotta be cool. Gotta be strong. Okay. We're going to check out this room first. All things told, this is not the worst room we could be dealing with right now. If I just play my cards right and kind of stay far away... Okay, good. They have created a situation that makes it easy for me to kill them. Still no red hearts, no greed. Oh my god, super greed is going to end this run, and I'm going to be a dude who's not happy about it. We do have bombs, not too many. In fact, we literally have 2, which is too few. I'm just babbling now. Just run. Just run. If I can just dodge indefinitely, then we will definitely succeed. So far we've come close to death many a time here. Now, what we really gotta do, gotta get that bomb a little bit closer. Actually, that hit. That one didn't. Now we are out of bombs. Oh man, we're almost at the point where I'm like, you know, it's probably worth popping this bombs or key pill. Getting, what, 6 bombs now, and then just taking some cracks at it. Oh, almost got hit there. The problem is I can't afford to use the bombs or key pill because I'm pretty sure I had Zelda. If it was just Super Greed, I would not be stressed out at all right now. The problem is he's creating these fucking greed heads that make things a real damn problem. Especially with, you know, with 3 of them on a map. Super Greed is dead. And okay, I survived. There is a single red heart over there. Just play it cool. Just play it cool. You can get that red heart and survive a little bit longer. Maybe even make it through the floor. Maybe even beat the game now. Okay, that was real scary. But we are alive nonetheless. Oh, let's everyone take a deep breath. That was clutch. Don't get those moments all that often in Isaac, sadly. We can trade 2 bombs. Oh no, I made a huge mistake. I was gonna say we can get 2 bombs for 3 bombs. Actually, that first bomb fucked it up. Now, let's just survive here while fighting one of my least favorite enemies. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pop bombs or key. And as he comes for me, we are gonna shoot as many bombs as is necessary to ensure that we have a good boss fight here. If I have to use all 6 bombs, so be it. The only thing that matters is our survival and possibly picking up an item in the future. We only have 2 bombs left. I understand this is probably not the smartest or most sustainable use of our items. Nonetheless, this bomb should do well. Fantastic. Don't get hit 3 times! Okay, don't get hit 1 more time. This would be a nasty way to go after using 6 bombs to try to defeat this boss. This boss is just an asshole in general, basically. I can't seem to land a single hit on him. Well, we're gonna need to hit like at least 6 or 7 more of those. Making some progress. A couple more, maybe get me in a better position. Oh, he's altered his trajectory. Commence evasive maneuvers. We've lived. And you know what? Jesus Juice is not containing an N. So, we're gonna head down to the depths part 1. So far, I feel like we're doing really well. Obviously, I'm being facetious. We're kind of fucked. The only question is, how low can we go while we're getting fucked? The Northernlion story. You know, Jesus Juice is a nice damage upgrade. We absolutely need a key. Go back to that item room. You know, thank God we're dealing with the depths and not Necropolis yet. But, you know, I think we shouldn't even be able to go to the Necropolis because it has an N in it. So, la-di-da, Troll Engine. In fact, Troll Engine, you shouldn't even be here because you've got an N in it, in your name. Don't you? Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm going fucking batshit crazy here. Let's pop into this item room and see what we get. Ghost Baby does not have an N, and it is a passive, so I'm not going to re-roll it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good item, but it is, you know, a usable item, which is better than, again, probably like 60% of the items in the game at this point due to the either N restriction or, you know, them being not passive. I wish I had a single bomb left. Wow, that was a clutch dodge there. Basically just a huge sack. Alright, 1 more hit will kill me. I've almost lost the will to live, which is a dangerous position to be in. What is this pill? It's gotta be good. We can see with PhD. Just roll around for a while. Pretty fly. Alright, that could end up saving our life. Obviously, we're gonna want to get a bomb here. Because if we get a bomb, then we can probably get some spirit hearts. And if we get some spirit hearts, maybe we can survive long enough to actually make something good happen on this run. There's another key for us, which we can't really do too much with. Please, just find it in your heart to drop either a single heart for me. Find it in your heart to drop me a heart. Oh, thank you. You're too good to me, Troll Engine. Or, you know, give me a bomb so I could possibly earn some spirit hearts. Because as of right now... Oh, there's 2 bombs. Now just live. Survive. It's gonna be a harrowing kind of run here. These are the kind of runs that, you know, would make me lose my hair if I hadn't already lost it at a young age due to a hormonal imbalance. Let's see what we've got going on over here. That is our tinted rock. Please don't let me down here. Oh my god. Okay, well we got 2 bombs for it, and that pill could end up being balls of steel, which we kind of need, or full health. There's many different options that would make me a happy camper here. Seriously, are you gonna... What is it? What is it? PhD! I'm gonna PH chop your D off if you don't... Oh, we're just gonna take it, I guess, because this one's not working. Health up. Alright. Just in time to probably lose on the next room. Well, if I lose to the flies, I'm not going to be happy. That was real close. I think Pretty Fly might have actually legitimately saved my life there. Please give me some damn hearts. Oh my god. Now the game's just taunting me, giving me all these keys I couldn't possibly need less. There's another tinted rock. There's a golden chest. The tinted rock contains a spirit heart. We get a tears upgrade. We get another pill. A speed upgrade. Adequate. I can survive a little bit longer now. I can breathe a little bit easier. We're not in the clear with half of a heart and a single spirit heart. There's no question about that. But we have made some forward progress, and we do have the ability to go to the shop with our, sweet bankroll that we've got here of 30 cents. I feel like we could reasonably make it out of this floor now, and there is actually a little bit of health remaining for me down there in the bottom left as well. Oh my god, he stuck his neck out over the rocks. That should be illegal. It probably is in parts of the world. Now the head is just coming for me by itself. We've got like some reanimator shit going on here. It's okay. I'm definitely going to use a single bomb to pop open this and get into that red heart, which is going to make my life substantially easier moving forward. Okay. Now, we just want to back the F away. We can probably take out some of these bomb flies before they pose themselves as a great risk to us. We also found the secret room by accident, which makes me feel better about having not looked for them over the course of this entire video so far. We get another health upgrade, we get a little bit of extra health, and a little bit of extra money. Suddenly, everything's coming up Millhouse. But we still desperately need a lot of things. I think we still need some damage upgrades. We need a more sustainable way to get health in the future. Even a Yum Heart. No N in Yum Heart, man. No I in team and no N in Yum Heart means we can survive. I seriously feel like I'm going fucking crazy. My commentary is just out of this world absurd right now. It's another health upgrade. Again, the game continues to taunt me. Nun's Habit. It's called The Habit. Habit. Just habit. I didn't make a mistake. That is A-okay for us to take. Now, we need to get some spacebar item that doesn't contain an N, but is also still enjoyable. I'm just trying to think. Book of Belial does not contain an N, but, you know, we really kind of need health at this point as opposed to damage. Another pill. It's another tears upgrade. Everything's seriously going really well on this floor so far, now that I've survived long enough to make some good stuff happen. We get another speed upgrade. Now we're getting a little crazy, and I'm traveling so quickly that I'm almost a little bit afraid of myself. But at the same time, our DPS and speed have increased drastically on this floor, and we have a good base in Nun's Habit for making, you know, something happen on a future floor. I don't necessarily know what yet until we get a better spacebar item. Let's fight our boss. It's going to be Monstro 2. That's probably the best draw we could have gotten. Again, as usual, he's probably going to be kind of a laborious fight here. There is a tinted rock down there in the bottom corner as well. But laborious fights are better than unwinnable fights. And who knows, man, maybe that decision to spam all 6 bombs at that last boss that we fought is actually going to be the turning point that allows us to continue onwards here. Now, I don't know why Monstro pattern broke there, but if I just keep hammering away at him here, he should have basically no way to get out of this and kill me. Oh, I botched it. I botched it miserably, but that's okay. A few more hits and he'll be dead. We shouldn't have to suffer through too much Monstro madness here. There we go, he's dead. We get Squeezy. That is absolutely not containing an N. We get 2 more bombs. Please just give me more Spirit Hearts. Squeezy does not contain an N, so we will take that Tears upgrade and that extra health and move onwards. Hands up, who thought we would even still be alive at this point? I've salvaged this run to a certain extent. I mean, I'm also the reason for us being in this kind of terrible position, but I've also pulled us out of it. So, you know, both Savior and Destroyer, apparently, the Northernlion story. And our damage is actually kind of solid right now. We're going to get butt-effed against Isaac and Blue Baby. You know, Blue Candle, I would love to. Don't get me wrong here. It's just sadly not in the cards for us right now. I'm going to re-roll it. 9 volts. I mean, here's the thing. It's 9, like the number 9, but I'm still not going to pick it up. Just in case it actually isn't. But I'm pretty confident it's 9 is in the number 9, which probably technically does not count as an N, at least in my opinion. Let's see what we've got in our item room. How are we going to divide these D6s? Book of Sin, we can't even pick up. Interesting. I'm not sure which one I want to spend my D6s on first, but it certainly looks like we're going to be doing a lot of backtracking on this floor nonetheless. Unless, you know, I get some kind of remarkable item. Again, Fetus in a Jar, Epic Fetus, any of those. Oh, yes, I can't take Fetus in a Jar. I could take Epic Fetus, though. Fetus in a Jar has an N in it. I probably made that mistake several times, being like, oh, this item doesn't have an N in it. Surprise, motherfucker. It totally does. Cue the comments. Northernlion, how did you make a career out of teaching English as a second language when you make mistakes like that when you're multitasking for 40 minutes at a time with off-the-cuff English commentary. I apologize. What can I say? You know, even professional writers have editors. Now, I should definitely travel backwards here and re-roll the shop, I think. Compass, yeah, maybe I can get the compass or the map or something like that. The ladder, I just feel like the shop holds more value for me right now. There we go, we got the map. That's fine. And you know, actually at this point I will buy the other key as well. So with the map we can find the secret room and we'll gain more money for that, or possibly again, Epic Fetus, which would totally turn this run around and probably give us a very good chance of success. In the meantime, I'm pretty confident that the right side here is not going to be our boss, but we might go through it regardless. Just to, again, get some more D6 charges. Kind of worried about that. But you know what? I feel like it's actually... Oh, well, now I don't feel like that. But it's kind of worth it to fight greed just to get D6 charges built up a little bit faster. Again, I don't know why the game gets framey occasionally, but we can just, I guess, boil that down to Isaac. At this point, I don't even need to stay here and fight the rest. But I'm going to because he's almost dead anyway. And we picked up some money that maybe might be helpful for us to play Judgment later. So, with this, I'm hoping that we end up picking up a solid passive item from our shop in here. Oh, sorry, from our item room. The relic. That is exactly what I fucking wanted. Now we can just... It's amazing how quickly that D6 re-rolling ended up working out well for us. Now let's try to find the boss room. I mean, we have a reasonable chance at success now. From half of a heart a little while ago... Well, I spent a penny there. Oh, well. From half of a heart semi-recently... to now having a reasonable shot at success. But in order to make it happen, we are going to need to, you know, get to the boss, which is going to require beating this room, which is basically, this is the Ghost Baby show right here. I'm just kind of hanging out, trying to keep myself as far away from the enemy as possible. Ghost Baby is going to be calling the shots here. At least I hope so. A couple more shots should do it. There we go. Another key. I've been losing a lot of health. I haven't been playing fantastically. There is our boss room. Our D6 is definitely going to be charged, so we should go through with this. It's gonna be Mom, the blue version of Mom. We're doing enough damage. The blue version of Mom is a fairly good boss to kind of get a barometer for how your damage is doing. And quite frankly, our damage is actually doing pretty well, as I'm noticing that we're whittling her down fairly quickly. Combination of our tears being pretty damaging, as well as Ghost Baby, I guess, doing consistent damage, if not substantial damage with each hit, or each, you know, sustained beam or whatever. Blue Mom is already past half dead. The sequel to everyone's favorite Steven Seagal Ja Rule joint. Is that Ja Rule or DMX? Which one? Did they both get into acting? I can't remember. I was really relying on Mom's foot to come down there to crowd control a little bit. It worked out swimmingly, if I do say so myself. She'll be dead very soon. Yeah, that actually went really well. Now I'm going to re-roll this because I'm pretty sure it has an N in it. In the meantime, Mom's coin purse also has an N in it, so we'll just be leaving, if you don't mind. As much as I would love to pick up those, or to pick up Mom's coin purse, since, you know, we have PhD and we've had very good luck with our pill rotation so far, sadly, that's not going to be in the cards for us. So, I didn't expect to be alive this long. Let's drink up some delicious hydrating water. Try making a fun song about that, but in any case, we're probably dealing with a pink glitch here, so I'm going to take this opportunity to lubricate my vocal cords a little bit more. Don't be gross out there! I know that sounded real silly, probably. But we're just kind of chilling here. Pink glitch is getting all up in my grill, unfortunately. Eventually, this will stop, though. In the meantime, how's your day been, honey? Pretty good. Mine, too. Just been playing some Binding of Isaac. Not allowed to use the letter N. Kind of a problem, actually. Let us try to find the secret room, actually. Now, obviously, what I'm looking for now is the compass. That's not going to happen for us unless we get exceptionally lucky and come across a particularly benevolent judgment. Which, again, pretty unlikely. We haven't actually seen a judgment so far in this episode, as far as I recall. I've taken a little bit of damage here, and I need to be a lot more cautious. I would love to pick up the wafer as well. I don't even know if that's possible for us anymore. That death card is useful. That key will eventually transition into something greater on the shop, hopefully. In the meantime, let's see what we've got in the secret room here. It's a fortune teller, which, to be honest with you, is interesting to me. As we have the potential to possibly get some spirit hearts out of this thing, which would be very valuable. Kind of don't want to play it forever, though. You know what? We're going to take our death card, which I think is more valuable than the strength card. And then we're just going to move onwards. So, I thought about bombing my way over to the other side of the map and seeing if that worked out. Oh my god, the death card didn't knock that guy down to the ooze state. Oh man, I took 2 hearts of damage on the room where I used death. Luckily, We got in a heart and a half back, but still, that was rough. Now, I believe, yeah, that is another health upgrade. So if we could just get a full health pill at some point, that would be extremely beneficial. I'm hoping that this is our boss room, of course. It is not, but, you know, maybe this gives us a greater opportunity to pick up some good consumables or something like that. The real problem is that we lack a spacebar item that is going to be super beneficial for us in the long run. Thank you, Relic. Why I went through this room is beyond me. We're not even going to bother with that golden chest. Why I went through this room is beyond me, but in any case, we really need something. Yeah, I'll do it. That's fair. We got we traded 1 key for 3 cents, essentially, was what happened there. We need a spacebar item that's going to give us some improved chance of success by virtue of it existing. You know, something that's going to give us more hearts, more spirit hearts, more damage. Yama Heart, Book of Belial, something along those lines. It's incredibly unlikely that that's going to happen. At this point, I would actually be super psyched to get a deal with the devil and then be able to get Guppy's Paw, because we could probably transition that into a pretty solid run. 1 bomb for a red heart here seems like a solid trade. We're probably going to need more bombs for the Mom's Heart boss fight, but whatever. That's just going to make the fight take longer if we don't get more bombs. So we're fighting Triachnid here. In the meantime, should be a fairly easy fight. We're taking off like 10 to 15% of its health every time it kind of buckles down like that. We're already at more than 50% done. This is the worst phase, of course, because when we get into this phase, it's going to do that stupid attack at the end that I always get hit by, but that's okay. Crowd control has not been an issue so far at all. Probably 1 or 2 more spells here, and yeah, we're done. Fantastic. We get an Eternal Heart. We also get Meat. Eternal Heart, not a real item, so the N doesn't count. Meat is a totally non-N item. So we're down to the next floor. I've gotten pretty good luck with non-N items, I gotta say. Hopefully I haven't made a terrible mistake and actually accidentally picked up like, 20 N items or something like that. If so, I apologize. Just treat this as an ill-advised vanilla run, if that's the case. But I don't think it is. I've been fairly vigilant, I think, about making sure it happens the way that it's supposed to happen, as dictated by a YouTube user whose name I forgot. Please just die. So we've reached a dead end here. That's a valuable piece of information, knowing when there's a dead end ahead of you. We are going to check out down here. These guys don't know I exist yet, just shh. Obviously, I'm going to try to avoid each one of their shots, otherwise life is not going to be great for me moving forwards. But actually, from a health standpoint, I'm doing real well right now, so I can't really complain. That being said, Mom's Heart should be easy enough. Ghost Baby will help me a lot with crowd control by way of its spectral tears, for lack of a better word. Our damage is fine. That is a Bombs Are Key pill, which is not necessarily worth the risk at this point, I would say. Now, with the speed upgrade that I have, we might be able to actually avoid these Gertie Juniors. It's not something you can say all that often, because usually Gertie Jr. is a total pain in the dick. In fact, it will probably still be a total pain in the dick. Yeah, there we go. I knew I was going to take damage. Probably Gertie Jr. is like the enemy I reliably take damage against the most, with the exception of maybe those like miniature masks of infamy. And, the boss mask of infamy as well. But 2 hits on this room is not the end of the world. 3 hits, we're getting a little bit dire potentially. But hey, we made it. We got a Spirit Heart as well, and we got a Red Heart as well. So we didn't actually effectively lose any health on that one. This is not our boss room, sadly, and I've taken some damage. That was weird. I don't know what to say about that. I think I got hit twice there. In any case, though, that is another dead end for us. So we're gonna quickly oh, we walked over the spikes like a ding-dong. We're gonna check out over here. I should probably look in the secret room again, just in case. You never know. Epic Fetus, man. It could change the world like an Eric Clapton song. We're just gonna hang out over here where this guy can't hurt us. There's no lonely times, only dreams when you're using Ghost Baby to kill these hearts from afar. Now, the real question is, how am I gonna kill this dude for real? And I guess the answer is stand next to him. Oh, but I can't because the spike will get me. Oh, so we're just gonna Ghost Baby it up, I guess, then. There we go. That actually went fairly well. There's Judgment, but he's in a risky situation, so I don't want to deal with him. Risky Situation, by the way, my favorite Tom Cruise movie. This is a long run. It's been a while since we've had a run this long. It actually feels really refreshing after having a lot of pretty short, terrible runs lately. Accidentally killed that doppelganger. Red patch would be fantastic, but we can't really justify the use of it. Especially since we have to take the Polaroid if we want to actually beat this run. Okay, now I'm taking some serious damage. Almost certainly want to go to that arcade. Alright, we can't really do anything with that. Let's come back here, check out our secret room. We'll deal with that arcade as we get closer to the boss room, I suppose. There's another slot machine. Almost walked on the spikes there, which I think is what they want you to do in that room. And by they, I mean, you know, the Illuminati and the people running the chemtrails and the lizard people and the troll engine, all of which are in cahoots to make my life miserable. Now, by destroying these guts are brain dudes. Those are guts dudes. Should be very easy to tell because the brain dudes, you know, look like brains. We're picking up a little bit of extra health on our way to the boss room, which is fantastic. Now, I'm thinking, this might sound like I'm making excuses, but I don't really want to go to the arcade and spend all my money trying to earn hearts from the slot machine. Because at this point, I feel like I have enough health to beat Mom's heart, and I want to save this money in case we get a Renegade Judgment towards the end. Who could really help me out by giving me some item of my choice. So I think we're going to be okay here. We are going to get another reroll remaining, but this is going to be our last boss fight where we pick up an item. And then we're going to be at the mercy of the chest, which is going to be real interesting. But in the meantime, Mom's heart should not be too bad. I totally forgot that we had homing bombs, by the way. But they're doing a pretty good job so far. Monstro's not going to last too long against our Gauntlet of Fury. I'm hoping, at least. He's dead already. Homing bomb's doing a wicked job here. Not to sound like a Bostonian or anything like that. Zombies and lasers dying. Again, Bloody Lust would have been such a fantastic item to have. We're getting down to the end of our bombs here, sadly. Hopefully we hit Chubb with this one. No, Duke of Flies. Oh well. Mom's heart continuously firing bombs, so Chubb actually never appeared. Which is actually incredibly lucky. Now, I'm hoping, obviously, Mom destroys Duke of Flies before I actually have to deal with him, or he just kind of stays at arm's length here. In any case, easy fight, but we did use all of our bombs. I was going to say waste. Oh, we don't get an item from this fight. I was going to say waste, but we didn't waste them. We just used all our bombs on this fight. So we can't go to that secret room. We will take a look on our right side in that case to try to find some, I guess, our boss fight. I mean, the Isaac boss fight is going to be really tricky for me because I'm certainly not in a position where I would consider myself to be overpowered, and my shots are not going to be doing nearly as much damage to Isaac as they seem to do to Mom and Mom's heart. That being said, this is the best run we've had in a while, and we kind of had to fight to get it. So I'm not going to be too perturbed if we end up losing this run, because I think I have, again, regained my confidence a little bit, as I was talking about in that last run. So I feel like I'm doing a little bit better overall. It's been a cleansing day of Isaac, shall we say. The last 2 runs have been recorded pretty much back to back, which is also why my throat might sound a little ragged. Hey, awesome, another health upgrade. I hope to eventually get back to full health and thus be able to use it. Not sure if you caught that, but I actually got hit by... Seriously, god damn. I got hit by the fly. I dodged the bomb, but the actual, like, neutral fly attached to it ended up hitting me like a pure asshole, basically. Pure asshole. It sounds like something you'd buy on Amazon. Or something like people have a fetish for. I only like pure assholes, actually. We did get a Spirit Heart here, which is, you know, thankful. Or I'm thankful for, I should say, because that was not a good room for us from a damage perspective. Now, this room should be okay. We're doing a lot of damage, and Widow has a notoriously low amount of HP. That being said, every hit hurts us quite a good deal at this point, and this room is small, so could hit us fairly easily. Want to kill this nub, of course, but first things first, we have to kill the spiders. That actually went fairly well, and we picked up a little extra health. Now, there's our boss room. We have 1 bomb. That's not going to be great for us in doing, you know, large, discrete amounts of damage here. That was a very solid dodge there. And as was that, actually, we're doing very well on this fight so far. Just want to make sure, yeah, Greedhead is dead. That's a big one, because now we can dodge through the center of the map without taking damage. Ah, I took damage, though. You know what? I think it's in our best interest to fight Isaac right away. This room's not done yet, but I think it's in our best interest to not backtrack and looking for health. I think we're pretty much just good to go here, and we'll try to make it happen. Don't get your hopes up, but regardless, this is like our victory lap right here, despite not actually achieving victory. Should probably throw my bombs in there, like so. At the very least, they can do a little bit of discrete damage. They only do like 5% of his total health, but, you know, it matters. Probably. The fact that I've gotten some very lucky dodges off, also important. If I can at least get him down to the second phase, I'll feel like this was a success, but it's looking increasingly unlikely as, yes, wider and wider matrix swells out. But in any case, thank you to unnamed YouTube user for that challenge run suggestion. It was a good run. I'm feeling a lot better, gaining my strength back. Remember, this is like Isaac Physio. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Continue suggesting your own challenge runs. I will do the ones that deem most entertaining or appropriate, and as always, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.